Greetings, frustrated colonists of Rimworld. Welcome to Rimworld, and welcome to this tutorial guide that might help you through the beginnings of the hardship that you will encounter in Rimworld. My name is Eviltrick, it's good to have you, and let's get this started. This whole guide will consist of multiple videos showing you exactly how to get started. Playing Rimworld can be pretty tough. The beginning is not easy. You might feel it's going well, but then suddenly mid-game it collapses, everything goes wrong and you have to start over again and again, never really getting anywhere. That can all be helped in the beginning of the playthrough, because it's very important to start out correctly, do the correct things, and really micromanage more in the beginning than you might think. So, welcome to the tutorial of colonists. First we'll be starting a new colony, of course. If you're new to Rimworld, or just in general, I would highly recommend going for the crash landed scenario. The other two scenarios, they are fine, but I can cover them in another video if needed. We'll be going with the crash landed. I have set up my own setup for this, which resembles crash landed a lot, but it's still a bit different. But we'll be going for the crash landed. That's some advanced stuff. If you want to know, feel free to jump by my stream on Twitch, where I'm called Eviltrick, and just ask me anything you would like. We will be going for the crash landed scenario, the most standard scenario of the three. So, instantly you get prompted with some storytellers. You got Cassandra Classic, EB Chillax, and Randy Random. I got some extra here, that's mods. They are definitely not needed to know about right now. So, if you're new to the game, I would highly recommend just going for Phoebe Chillax and setting on Peaceful. But, like in every other game, if you really want to learn and want to learn fast how to do things, you need to take it in a little bit of a challenge. So, I would recommend, if you're a newish player, to go for some challenge or rough on Cassandra Classic. Cassandra Classic gives you an increasing steadily curve of challenge here and tension, which means in the beginning it'll be tough, or not, it'll be easy, and it'll slowly get harder and harder and harder. So let's go on Cassandra Classic on rough here. I usually go on extreme, but I would not recommend that if you're a new player. Let's go with rough. So as soon as you start that up, you get to create a world. This doesn't really matter too much. What I would recommend though is setting overall rainfall to a little bit above normal. This will ensure that whatever you do, there will at least be a little bit more rain. So, generate this map, and let's go with this. This first tutorial, or this whole tutorial guide, will feature how to set up your colonist, how to set up your base, and how to do the building. This first one is the map. So, first, you load in the map here. I've got some extra factions on, that's a mod. Yet again, you don't need this. So what's really important to look for is a good starting location. Specifically if you're new, you do not want to start in a boreal forest, you do not want to start in desert, ice sheets, or anything like that. You want to go for a nice, temperate forest. So, and this is where the game already starts being a little interesting, because it's actually fairly important to settle a correct place. If you really want to get further in the game, and you have a lack of components at some point, you will want to be close to somewhere where you can trade. Some friendly trading towns are very important, especially since this is the point 17 of Rimworld, where trading and the world gen is really unique to the prior versions. So we're gonna go ahead and look for an area here. You can press this terrain button to see more details about the area. The growing period here is 20 days. If you're new to the game, I would not recommend doing that, because you need to micromanage food way more. So let's look for a place more south. See, here it's 30. It's okay, but it's not really what we want. What if we go all the way down here? There we go, year round. This is tropical rainforest. We do not want that. What this? Temperate forest. We are close to a trader. There is not much hostilities nearby. And you can see it's year-round growing period. That's what you want to go for. Year-round, or 50 days. It's really important. Just to make it easier. Then you can also see the temperatures. You do not want to choose somewhere where there is incredible high temperatures above 40 or winter below -10. That'll just make it harder. So let's see. It's flat, that's good. We are close to a trading place, which is really good. We can use this Google-like tool to see that if you want to travel there, it takes literally no time. So, let's mark this our starting location. Before we do that, you can always go into Advanced and set up the size of the map. I would usually recommend going with a medium size if you're a new player. Getting a too large map will just not help you because of many reasons. But I'm gonna talk about that now. Let's create a medium map and let's go. So now we are for the essential part and what this tutorial will include. The colonist part. This is by far the most important part of the entire playthrough if you want to get a decent start. You have these 3 people and there's multiple stats to worry about. Let's have Batman. No, let's not yet. We want to randomize a bit here. What you want to go for is someone who has no injuries and is capable of pretty much everything except if it's like artistic or social. You can do without that. But these skills are very important. You need to start with someone who's really good at growing, someone who's really good at cooking, just decent at cooking, and then the third person, I usually go with someone who is either good at mining or construction. It's good to have. No matter what, you need everybody to be able to shoot decently, and you need to have someone who has, I want to say, at least 10 in medicine. And just shuffle through until you find something that kind of goes your way. And this can easily take some time. Let's see. This might actually not be bad. I said we wanted a cooker. This is a prime example for something you actually could go for that doesn't seem too appealing, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because this person can cook. There's a small passion in it, which is really good. And cooking, the level of cooking isn't that important. As long as it's above 3 or 4, and that you have some kind of passion in it. So Batman, that'll be you. You can see the traits here is something that's actually really important, and this is kind of lucky rolled. Steadfast, that's really good. If you want to not break down as often, that's a trait to go for. Careful shooter, it is incredible good to have in the beginning. You will hit way better, and it just increases your chance of survival by a lot. Overall, the stats aren't amazing here, but the person can do pretty much everything, can fulfill the role of cooking, is capable of hauling and cleaning. Hauling is very important, and is okay at shooting. So it's fine, it's a good start. So we have our cook down. We still need to find someone who's really good with medicine and someone who can cook. Let's check if the last person is... See, this is actually not bad. Unfortunately, this person has some health issues in the torso. And there is a lot of math to this. So let's just say, if you have this amount of damage on torso, all your skills will be 25% worse. So do not go for that. This might look good, but this is a trap. Because this health issue will not help you out at all. So let's reroll. We're always looking for this first and kind of giving a glance over here that the health is fine. And we're looking for medicine and growing. Medicine and growing. Medicine needs to be around 10 and growing about 8. That is really important. So, see, that could be okay, but yet again, health issues. This is by far some of the things that in Rimworld can take a lot of time to do. This person might also look appealing, like yeah, you have good medicine, but the person can't shoot or melee. You need people to be able to do that in the beginning. This even too might look good, can shoot and medicine, but then has some minor things that's not too bad, but the worst thing is this. Your eyes are hurt, you shoot worse, and hit nothing. So that's a no-go. Let's keep shoveling. Oh, that was maybe a good one to shovel through. That happens. This actually looks good. Good at shooting, careful shooter, good at growing. Really, really, really good. I would normally not go with this person because he's abrasive. Meaning, that this guy will say exactly what's on his mind, and it's kind of the opposite of kind. Maintaining some good social relations in the city is very important too. So we're gonna take this for the sake of the guide, but Superman here should be different. Growing stat is nice and do everything, but you do not want to go for abrasive. If he had any other trait here, this would be perfect. But let's go on to the third one. The third one needs to be good at medicine. Needs to. We've already got lucky and have a good grower who can shoot very well, and a cook who could also shoot incredibly well. So the need for a good shooter is not that important anymore. What we need now is a good doctor. That is really important. The more the better, so they can treat each other. But for now we're just gonna shovel through to see if we can find something. This is okay, but yet again, health issues, some traits we do not like. You do want to go for traits that give you things like steadfast, mental break threshold minus percentage, things like optimist, sanguine, things that makes you happy, a nudist actually, because it gives you a really good bonus. And definitely no health issues. This might also look really good. The person unfortunately is a brawler, so if you try to shoot with this person, you'll get a major debuff. And Masochist, let's just not go there. This is not 50 Shades of Grey. So let's see. Yet again, could be good, but this is very bad. It'll rub off in your entire colony, and people will tend not to like each other, they'll social fight, and it's generally just not a good idea. This one could be okay actually. Prostophile, it can be good later. I tend to love this one, but that's for multiple reasons. Hard worker, really good. Pyromaniac. This person will only trigger this pyromaniac if the person breaks, like a mental break. So if you are managing a colony fine, this is okay. Would not recommend it though. Let's shovel on. And while we're doing this, the reason why you need someone really good at medicine is due to the fact that specifically in this Rimworld update, 0.17, you tend to get infections very easily. And infections can kill you. And can kill your entire colony. If you have 3 people, one of them gets an infection, that means that 2 people are left standing and one of them needs to tend to that one person. Meaning that your effectiveness of your colony is equal none. Sanguine, an amazing trait. You want to go for that if you can find it. But let's just keep scrolling here. There's an amazing mod called Prepare Carefully. There you can see I have it here. You can go in and set up your person exactly how you want to. You can do everything here. I got some presets set up that's balanced. You can't make them completely awesome at everything. I tend not to. It turns out to be too easy. And you can sit here and you can just re-roll for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes and get some good stats. But I'd recommend this one. You can just shovel through here until you are capable of everything. Then you can shovel through here until you got something okay. Let's see if we can find something. This is actually okay. No bad things. Night Owl. Oh wait, this could be a very realistic role. Very realistic. And let's just do something like this. That's balanced. And let's set it to like 10. This is something you could easily roll. You could easily roll something easier or something better. But for the sake of this, let's just do this. So we got our colonist. We got our cook. We got our grower. We can both shoot. We got our doctor who can also shoot. And the nudist here will be really good. So let's start up the game. Before we do that, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more of the tutorials, please follow for the next video. That'll be about the base and how to really get started. This includes the entire colonist and what kind of world to take. So thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below if there's any questions or any other kind of tips and tricks you want for mods or whatever. Or feel free to visit me on Twitch. I'm called Eviltrick in there, and I'm always streaming Rimworld. So see you in the next video. See ya!